Okay, welcome back. This is Chapter 11, Part 3, and we're going to discuss the control panel. So the control panel contains many applets or software applications that help us manage and configure our system. You can access it in many ways, such as type in control panel in the search/run bar, or you can put it on as part of the desktop icons, like I have done. And then other ways, probably go into the settings tab and doing a search. Um, in other videos, I showed you how I added the control panel with to my desktop using that desktop icons. Right, I think having a control panel on the desktop makes things easier. And control panel by default starts in category view. I prefer the small icon view. Let me show you here. So I put the control panel here on the desktop as far as the desktop icons, but I can also get to it by doing control panel in the search run bar. So when I launch it, this is the categories view. This is the default view of control panel, and you can see that you've got the big highlights: system security, network, internet, hardware, sound, programs, ease of access, clock and region, appearance, personalization, and user accounts. You can use it this way, but then I find that you have to click and drill down more than you want to. Whereas if you have the large icon or small icons, you can get right to the exact tool that you're looking for, or applet that you're looking for, from the icons and small or large icon views, right? I prefer the small view because they're all here on one little page. It's very easy, quick and easy to find what I want. And then, like I said, I put mine on the desktop, so it's just very easy. I don't even have to type in the search run bar or search for it. I just automatically have it there. It's just very convenient to do that. Here's an example, right, of the control panel. By default, Windows hides file extensions and system files, and you can change this by going to the folder options applet in the control panel, telling Windows to show them. So let's go here. I'm going to open up something here, and let's go to our C drive, and let's just see if there's any hidden files here. So let's go, and we're going to go folder options, right? So File Explorer options, and then we're going to view, and we're going to show hidden files and folders. I already have it. Normally this is do not show, but I show mine just because I want to find them. So let's just see here. Windows System 32. I'm just trying to think here. You can also get to it here, show hidden items, right? So you can hide items, but let's go here, show hidden items. Yeah, okay. So here's a hidden folders, right here. This Windows dot tilde BT and dot tilde WS. So if I uncheck the box, right, so the WS one goes away. It's hidden. It's a system hidden folder, right? So that's what this option allows. As you can see, certain hidden items. I like it checked because I just like to know where everything is and not have it hidden. Also, I like having file extensions, right? So .log, .exe, .xml. So the file name extensions, you can uncheck it, right? And so now they don't show the file extensions for most of these, but I want to know the file extension. I prefer to see that and know what's going on. But that's me personally. And you can get to that here as well. So hide extensions for known file types. You can check that and you won't see the file extensions. That's selected by default, and I uncheck that. And once again, I can get that. Excuse me. I can get to there from the File Explorer options, or from File Explorer on the ribbon bar in the view. I can also get to that as well. Alright, power options are needed when you have a laptop or other battery powered device. You can enable sleep mode, also called standby mode or suspend mode, and it'll save our current state, including any open files in our memory. Everything gets shut down except our memory, and enough of the system to respond to a wake up. So if we try to do something, then it'll wake it up. That's in sleep mode. Windows will still perform updates and schedule tasks, and Windows can configure to go to sleep after a period of inactivity, or you can manually put it into sleep. Now, hibernation saves all the work to the hard drive and powers down the system, and so no updates or scheduled tasks are going to happen while it's in hibernation mode. The system window can give you a quick look at hardware and software is installed. You can open it through the control panel and click System. You can you can open the quick launch window plus X and click System. You can click Start, right click the computer and select Properties, right? That's my preferred method. And then you can also right click this PC in File Explorer or on the desktop if you have the desktop icons, and then select properties, right? So this right click computer, it's now this computer. So it still works. It's just Windows 7 they called it computer. Now Windows 10 is this computer or this PC. And so you can get to the system window, and this is how the system's windows looks. We kind of went over that a little bit, but we'll bring it up here. So I can get to it here in the control panel, right? I can click on System, and then my system window comes up, or I can right click on this PC, go to Properties, the system windows comes up. Properties, right? System windows comes up. I can type system. Well, that's system information window. We'll be covering that in a minute. So I guess really the big one, right, is this PC. Right click, go to Properties. The system windows comes up, or control panel, and then System, and the system window comes up. All right, and then to access the system information window, which I just brought up, you type system information in the search /run bar. You can also type msinfo32 in the search /run bar, and it gives us all kinds of information about the UEFI, the version installed, how much RAM, our OS install directory, our hard drive size, device drivers, list of startup programs, print jobs. Right, it's got a wealth of information in the system info, right? So I can type in system, go to system info, right? That's one way to get to this, or I can do the MS Info 32, and that's the same way. It opens up the system info window, and it gives us all kinds of information, right? So the BIOS version, right? What we're running, uh, hardware resources, components, um, memory, all kinds of information about our system, um, startup programs, what's starting up, uh, you know, um, what registry place that they're located in. I mean, this has got a ton of useful information for troubleshooting or supporting a system. Um, Right, and this just goes over how to launch it with using the MS Info 32. Um, right, the Settings app can be accessed through the Action Center or by typing settings in the search/run bar or hitting the Windows key and the letter I. And then you've got primary settings for systems, devices, network, apps, accounts, gaming, ease of access. These are all kinds of quick, easy access to configure. Right, here's what it looks like, and you can do the search box for certain settings that you're looking for. Um, and so let's just look at the settings book. So we can get to it from our notifications or action center, right? You can go to all settings and then brings up the settings app. And we have all kinds of access to information such as like our network or accounts. Like, so if you wanted to manage user accounts, right? This is also where we can do Active Directory stuff, access work or school, right? We can connect this to Active Directory domain, right? So we can do what is this? Bring your own device by putting in your work email or school email, or if you have Azure Active Directory or local Active Directory, we'll talk about that. But this is part of the settings, right? Or the user accounts, your displays, right? Your monitor, power, sleep modes. I mean, all kinds of configurations are available. Personalization, sort of backgrounds, lock the screen. Cortana, the personal assistants, right? Update and security, right? So we have all kinds of stuff in here, Windows security, and our firewalls, virus and antivirus and malware protection, things like that. Find my device if it was a laptop. I mean, there's just a wealth of information here in the settings application. So between the control panel and the settings window, there's so much. And then let me go back to the control panel. One thing I failed to mention was, right, these admin tools in the control panel, among other things. But our administrative tools, there's just a list of so many tool sets. The registry editor lives here. We'll talk about that throughout the semester. That's very powerful. The registry is where all our settings, all our configurations are set up. Just like telling it, for a folder to display this yellow folder icon, right? That's part of the registry. That lives in the registry. But also all the information and configurations for your applications, and including the Windows system files and things like that, live in the registry. Computer management, we've talked about that one several times, but it's just a way to get to it from the control panel is through the admin tools. But you can also get to it by right-clicking on this PC and go to Manage. one of the reasons why I like having the desktop icons. It just saves a step, right? You don't have to hit control panel, don't have to go into admin tools and then go to computer management. I can just right click and go to manage, right? It just saves time. Um, you, and then there's just so much, right? You do your firewalls, task scheduler, so you can get your system information, right? System configuration, services. These are applications that run, on your system, and they provide services to you, like printing. Printing is one of the services that's available, and you can manage that service using the service utility admin tool. Um, but yeah, between the control panel and the systems or the settings app, there's just so many configuration and administration tools available. Um, all right, so that is our part 3 for chapter 11. We'll see you in the next video, which we will be covering our networks, our work groups, home groups, and domains. So I'll see you in the next video.